Hi, I'm Harry Barry from Coffs Harbour. I'm a director of the North Coast Hotel Group. We have 7 hotels and a bottle shop and a catering company. Since day one, really, when we bought our first hotel, Derek Uby was our accountant, and not just our accountants either. He's sort of been our sounding board on pretty much every investment that we've made since day one, and the relationship has been, it's not that sterile accountant relationship that normally exists. It's sort of, we'd speak to them every week, and every time we buy something, the numbers are coming past Derek's desk, and then there's an opinion. Quite often they visited the hotels prior to us investing in them, and then we've got David Farley, who's the machine behind Derek, and he literally pumps through the information and gives it back to us in different formats. And it's a different style of a relationship because we've grown together. We've all got family trusts and super funds, etc. And there's different people within DFK that manage all of that for us. What Derek and David have allowed us to do is to take a lot of the financial side of the business off and put it over here into a nice clean box, where if there's an issue with anything tax related, income related, banking related, then that's where it goes. It's in the DFK box, and we go back there to have a chat with them about it, ask their opinion, and say, Derek, David, what does that mean? And come back to us with a nice clear picture, and then we can ask Derek and David, is that a good value? Is there better value in the marketplace? And they know, because they're dealing with other people like me all the time, and they are dealing with people like me, people with hotels, people with many hotels, and so if there's something comes across our table, they can tell us if it's good value. So it's our relationship to them a lot of the times is different, as I said, to that normal sterile, don't phone the solicitor unless you have to, don't phone the accountant unless you have to, because he'll charge you an arm and a leg. It's not that type of a relationship. It's, what do you think of that? Or, give him a call on the way home in the car just for the chat for 5 minutes to talk about something that came across your desk that day. We're here today to do our end of year tax, and we're doing it across all of the pubs, and we'll do a pub at a time. The advice that we're getting here this morning is not advice that's new to us. It's advice that we've been working on in the 6 months leading up to being here this morning. So in other words, the decisions that we've made in purchasing new entities, in buying new equipment, doing repairs and maintenance throughout the year, have been made in conjunction with our accountants, so it's a good idea to do X because you're going to get that in return. Don't do that now, wait for next year to do that. Keep that money in your back pocket for now, because we can find a better use for it if we do this. They're the types of conversations that we're having. We end up meeting a lot of publicans or new people in the industry on a regular basis, that are still using their own local accountants, and what I often said is you need to go with an accountant that understands the hospitality industry, and because it's a different skill set. It's there's a lot of stuff that they need to know that a normal accountant just doesn't have the information. DFK have access to multiple clients in similar situations, so they can give you industry standards, set bars and set realistic expectations for those venues.